Right.
So when you noticed that, okay, the house is getting crowded and you know we're getting left behind, is that when you said, okay, let me switch back to my roots of singing?
Yes. That's
Okay.
exactly why I wanted to make an exit. I decided to leave Sugar Hill and pursue a solo career in singing. And at the time, I was warranted because they weren't sure what they were going to do. And what I didn't want to do was let grass grow under my feet and blow my opportunity to be a songwriter and a singer because we couldn't control the narrative.
Wow. Did you learn a lot actually from your experience at Sugar Hill about
Absolutely.
okay, the
It
business?
taught me the game.
I told you. I mean, so early in your career, that should be a really good thing. So early to learn about publishing and points and ownerships and stuff.
I did learn, but did I apply it right away? No, because I was learning as I went along.
Wow.
And in doing that, it's called trial and error. You make some mistakes. And I made quite a few mistakes, but I kept going. And my gift made room for me. I kept writing, I
Mm.
kept producing, I kept growing as an artist. And as a result, I finally cracked through and people began to respect me as a songwriter.
Yeah, no. The element of being a songwriter, because that's not a natural thing. And some people have, when I've interviewed, have spoken it more of as a gift, and some have to work towards on it. For you, how was songwriting to you? Did it come naturally? Did you have to work on it?
It came naturally because I'm a poet. I love poetry. I love English. I love words. So for me, it was easy because it was something I enjoyed doing. It's not as easy for other people because it's not, something they enjoy doing.
Okay, okay. So even when you with sequence the old raps, was it part of the poetry you were just writing and expressing and flowing with it?
Correct.
Okay. And then when you went back into singing, did you have a subject matter that was in those early days that you focused more
Oh
on?
no. Whatever I sang about at the time was what I was experiencing. It was very interesting because for me, I could do, anything but fail back then. When you're young, you're hot headed, you're excited about life and you can't make any mistakes. And back then I wasn't making any mistakes. I was winning and
Mm,
I could do what I wanted to because I was the author and the finisher of my story. And I always had God in my life. So
yeah.
because of that, I made sure that I was anchored in the spiritual world uh, with God, and I trusted every move I was making.
Yeah. Wow. And then,
Forgive me for moving around. I have to get comfortable because I was sitting in front of my fireplace. It got hot.
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's a blessing that we've got you. The did you plan to then go solo? Because I think the next we kind of saw of you was part of Vertical Hold.
Well, I went solo once I walked away from the group. I didn't know that I would join another group. I started writing by myself, and the people that I worked with, the engineers, which ended up being Vertical Hold, the guys at the studio loved my ability to write.
Mm.
And so they started asking, could I write to some of their tracks? And that's how we ended up being a group.
Okay, okay. And you did you what was the difference with that sort of situation being in that type of group compared to when you were younger with your friends in sequence? What did you
Well,
know?
this group where I was the only female, and there
Mm,
were three guys at the time. So it was already different. I didn't have the cattiness of being in a female group.
yeah,
And I was the center of the attention because I was a girl. I was the only girl. So it made it a little bit easier.
yeah. But and then you were able to but what about the sort of the business side? Because it's a different type of label experience compared to say, the startup
Well,
of Sugar
the
Hill.
business was good because they focused on what they wanted. The label knew what they wanted, and so I bartered with the label, and I said, "Well, you can have me based on if you take them." So everybody kind of knew their position.
Wow. Okay. Did you enjoy when you go look back on Vertical Hold, did you enjoy that phase and period of your life?
I
And
did enjoy it. It just was too long trying to get signed.
ah, okay. Yeah, it's a very different world now where people focus on the music and not the business side. And being
Yeah,
signed back then is that was your way of getting your music to the
right.
masses. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the Halftime Chat community. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, why don't you consider being a member? That's a way of supporting the channel, but also getting a lot of videos ahead of time, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and some exclusive content that doesn't get shared. But anyway, thanks for watching and thanks for being part of Halftime Chat. Sweet.